Power and true service. Alma met the sons of Mosiah while traveling through the land. He was so happy to see them. It had been 14 years since his friends had left to teach the Lamanites. They had become mighty men of God and had helped many Lamanites come to know the truth. The sons of Mosiah told Alma about their success. Over the years, they had fasted and prayed much so they could do God's work. Ammon had gone to the land of Ishmael, where he was captured and taken to King Lamoni. Ammon told the king he wanted to be his servant and live in the king's land all his days. This pleased the king, and Ammon became his servant. While Ammon and other servants watered the king's flocks, a group of Lamanites came and scattered the flocks. The king's servants were afraid for their lives. Ammon told them to gather the flocks together while he fought the men. Ammon killed some of the men by slinging stones at them. When others lifted their clubs to kill him, Ammon chopped off their arms. The servants took the arms to King Lamoni and told him what had happened. When the king learned that Ammon was taking care of his horses and had remembered to do all he was asked to do, Lamoni was even more amazed. The king wanted to talk to Ammon, but did not know what to say. He thought Ammon was the Great Spirit. Ammon asked the silent king if he wanted to know how he had defended the flocks. King Lamoni spoke and said he was willing to give Ammon anything to know where he had gotten such great power. Ammon only asked the king to believe his words. Ammon then used the scriptures to teach Lamoni about God. King Lamoni believed all of Ammon's words. When the king cried to the Lord for mercy, he fell to the earth as if he were dead. After 2 days, the queen wanted to talk to Ammon. He told her that her husband was not dead, but was being taught by the Lord. When the king arose the next day, he told his queen he had seen his Redeemer. The king was again overcome with joy and fell to the earth. The queen, Ammon, and all of the king's servants, except for the servant Abish, also fell to the earth. Abish gathered the people so they could see the power of God. The man who had helped scatter the king's flocks tried to kill Ammon while he lay on the ground, but the man fell dead. The people argued about whether Ammon was a monster or sent by the Great Spirit. Abish was in tears because of the contention. She took the queen by the hand, and the queen stood and said that Jesus had saved her from hell. King Lamoni also stood and told his people not to argue. The king began to teach his people. Although many were converted to the Lord and baptized, not everyone would listen to the king's words.